Sometimes life gives us privilege, and I've been privileged in this community as a pastor, but also as an elected official on our city council to be part of the organization of our SECURA, our Community Action Committee on Inclusive Recognition. And I look at our community and it has such incredible diversity, and the thought that so many people have been overlooked historically is sad. But it's also a disservice to the whole community. Our community has been built by every citizen, and there have been so many incredible personalities over the years that have added so much. Our community was a very central and focal point during the Civil War on both sides, and the United States Colored Troops was an incredible part of the federal troops that helped win the war for the United States, the together states. So it's important that we recognize them. But following that, the era of Reconstruction and forward saw the professionals come to light, the doctors, the educators, the ministers that played such a prominent role in knitting our community back together. And to recognize those folks now in this Heritage Plaza is something that I want to leave for those that will come after us. We want to leave a history that our children, our grandchildren, and beyond will see and know the full story. Our initiative has been built up. It's easy to get emotional and want to tear something down, but it takes a lot of effort to build something, and to have the build-up mindset of recognizing those that each had a part to play, that placed a stone in the community in a way that brought us to where we are today. I think it's going to be just a magnificent monument to all our community.
Well, I got involved because of the controversy with the Sam Davis statue that we have on the square. We actually had a little march one Saturday, and it evolved into a lot more than what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be just a nice peaceful march, but it turned out to be a little scary because we had people that came with guns and people shouting at us, telling us to go back to where we came from, and it was a lot more serious than what I had thought it was. So after that, we knew that we weren't going to tear down the flag. I mean, not the flag, but the Confederate statue. That was not going to be torn down. We don't have the streets named after us. We don't have things named after us. So that was what I was hoping, that we would get more things that the African American community would be proud of, and be proud to say, yes, I really do live in Pulaski, and not all that stuff goes on here every day like people think. This is on our end of the community. This is where I was brought up, not but a mile from here maybe. And I went to school here in this community, on this end of town. And so to have it here is very symbolic of what our everyday life was like. I've heard stories that this is where people came to get their water from. And the USCT soldiers were actually stationed up on the hill back here behind us, way up on the hill, and that they stayed just a block or two down. The officers lived in a building just a couple of blocks away from here. And that was something I never knew. So to have it here is a great thing for our community. And when I say our community, I mean everybody as a whole. It's great.